Howdy, gang. Hopefully this will be helpful for you in your journey as an artist, as a creative person. The number one thing that I hear people tell me is, hey, I worked really hard on this record and we did everything right and we put it out and nothing happened. Yep, I know. It's the worst. However, don't be frustrated. Do not get frustrated. This is a very frustrating business. It'll eat you alive. It'll wear you out. What you need to do to help yourself, though, is to plan ahead and make sure you have all your ducks in a row. For instance, booking for a tour. Like if you're going to put out a record, you want a tour. Now venues, any decent venues that you really want to play, are booking a year or more in advance. What? Yes. Every venue I've approached recently, in the old days, used to be 3-4 months. And nope, not anymore. A year, maybe even more, so a year plus. So that's got to get you thinking, okay, if I'm going to put out a record, when do I want to put this record out? You got to pick a target date, and boy, you got to hit it, because you got to start booking a year ahead of time. Yeah, that's very frustrating to think, what? I have to think more than a year ahead about the record? Yeah, you got to do it. Sorry. So that's number one. Number two is you have to have your press package really tight and ready to go 4 months at least before that record's out, because you got to start. The magazines are the same way. Now it's like 6 months with the magazines. So 4 months before the release, you've already booked the tour. You're already a year out for that. So 4 months before that release date, you have to have your press package ready, your bio, your one sheet, your photos, your EPK. Boom, and that's got to go out there and hit, and you have to stay on it. Again, I've mentioned before, you should get a publicist, a really decent publicist. If you want to do this right and spend the money, you're going to have videos. You're going to have social media. You're going to have to be doing something new and creative for each single off the record for 4 to 6 weeks after that single comes out. All of this factors in there. I don't want to overwhelm you, but what I'm trying to get at is, if you have all your ducks in a row, if you've got a solid, bulletproof plan, it doesn't mean you're going to be successful, but you'll be a lot less frustrated. It's frustrating anyway, but if you have everything together, bam, you can just throw it out there and feel confident that you made a great record, you did the press thing, you booked in advance, you got all of your little videos for the songs and social media bits, and you just flood and just go like nonstop for about 6 months. And then rinse and repeat. You do it again, but don't get frustrated. There's so much that can go wrong, and some of it has nothing to do with you. But if you have your act together, literally your act together, you're way ahead of most of the other people putting out records, okay? So don't get frustrated. Just do all your homework. Get everything set beforehand and knock it out of the park.